How's it hanging, my dudes? So this week, something a little bit different. I really wanted to do this. I thought this would be awesome. This is just going to be a simple chat. I got a few things to say. Not get stuff off my chest, but just let you know what's going on in my life. Maybe some words of encouragement for you. But right now, as you've seen, we are going to have some coffee while we sit and talk. Yes, I did get the water out of the river here. I'm going to boil it, obviously, to kill any bacteria or whatever that might be in it. And yes. I did remember my prescription creamer. So if you guys have any extra prescription bottle things laying around, it's great to store like 2 cups of coffee's worth of creamer in them, because I just haven't gotten around to buy a container for them yet. But yeah, it's a nice, cool, breezy day here. It is a Friday evening. I am in Mansfield, Pennsylvania, sitting by the creek, just off the South Main Street, either way. I figured I'd come out here this time of day because, well, number one, there ain't gonna be nobody around, and number two, it's a little chillier. Number three, after the rain we had last week, I figured the river's got to be flowing at least pretty decent, and it is, as you saw. Oh yeah. Oh, even fogging up the camera. You can even see a little bit of the steam here. All right, let me shut this down here. So she's still boiling even off the all right, so we got our classic roast Folgers here. I suggest buying these other than the big container I bought before, because you know it equals out to your designated cup. So I should explain why this week I was not able to get out on a hike or do any camping. Always remember, when you're out, take care of your garbage. I did not, because I drive a very, very, very salvage yard special car. I am grateful for the car because the engine does run strong. The transmission does shift. And today I bought new tires for it, had them mounted, and I got it inspected, and luckily things passed inspection. To be honest, for it being an older car and having all the problems with it, I fully did not expect it to pass inspection, but it did pass. And I looked at the undercarriage of it, and it actually looks really good underneath. So, Dad, Mom, thank you very much. The car was actually a birthday gift last year. I'm very appreciative of my parents. And I'm here to tell you guys, no matter how old you are, you're always your parents' baby, and your parents should always be there to help you. I know some are not, and it's very sad, but most should be there to help. So let's try this coffee here, then we'll get to yakking. Well, what can you expect for instant coffee, hey? Most of you guys know I'm always pretty transparent with you guys. I don't really hold many things back. I will say these rocks are really uncomfortable, but that's all I got. And I wore the wrong shoes out here, but I didn't really plan on doing this. This was last minute. Anyway, Again, I'm transparent with you guys. I tell you my whole life. There's really nothing that is hidden. Back in my 20s, I racked up some pretty hellacious debt with credit cards and trading cars and buying cars. I got myself into just over 30 grand worth of debt. So with that 30 grand worth of debt, I had 3 cars repossessed from me. The last one I didn't make payments on because my most recent ex was actually supposed to buy me a pickup. So stupid me quit paying on my current car and it got repossessed. Anyway, done. Long story short, I decided to file bankruptcy. And I will tell you right now, that is the smartest decision I have ever made. I know. Go ahead, laugh it up. I was young, I was dumb, I made mistakes, but it won't happen again. So as of Thursday, I spoke with a trustee. I did my 341 meeting of creditors. If anybody out there has done bankruptcy, you know what that is. Basically, nowadays, because of COVID, they do things over the phone. The trustee will ask you questions. Your lawyer will be on one line. It's a conference call, basically. You will be on the other. You raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, obviously. And your lawyer is there to help if you have any questions with anything legal-wise. But they ask you questions. It's like, are you expected to get an inheritance? Does anybody owe you money? Do you have all the assets? Or have you listed all of your assets? Excuse me. What was your purpose for filing bankruptcy and things of that nature? So that meeting for me is done. And in 60 days time, I will receive my discharge papers, and I will be essentially debt-free. I will start over with a clean slate. Obviously, not going to make the same financial decisions I made before, not the same mistakes. I have 2 goals when everything is done to rebuild my credit. Auto loans, I know what you're thinking. Already you're getting into it. No, I need a good car. The car I have, like I said, is a salvage yard special. I do not find it a reliable vehicle. It is a good vehicle to get from point A to point B, such as from home to work and work to home, maybe a little bit of running around. But my first thing is going to be to buy a vehicle. My second thing is to save my backside off for a house. I have goals. I want to buy my own home. I want to feel secure. Many of you guys know who Carrie is. It's whatever. Not bringing her name up again. But when we split, ever since then, I have not felt like I belong or a place that I could call home since I lived with her. Just a second. My phone's ringing. I can feel it vibrate. Anyway, where did I leave off? I did my meeting of creditors. It's done. I'm waiting for my discharge papers. I want to buy a house, get a car first of all. But I just want to tell you guys this, that if you're ever in debt considering bankruptcy and you have no other way out, like when I called a debt consolidation company, a debt relief company, they said it was going to take me 28 and a half years if I made minimum payments on my debts to pay them all off. And here I am. I had 2 consultations, with my lawyer to file the bankruptcy, pay a down payment. Then I had another one to make my final payment and go over all of my paperwork, all within less than a year. Less than a year, folks. And they'll tell you, oh, your credit is shot for so many years, 7 to 10 years. Yeah, your credit is shot if you don't do anything about it. You have to do something about it, or it'll get shot if you go right back into your old ways. Don't do your old ways. So this is just something on my mind. I know it's not typical, but we are in nature. I'm venting in nature. I'm having a conversation with my friends in nature. And we're having coffee. So I hope you guys are having a hot cup too, because this is actually not bad. The last thing I wanted to tell you guys is to get outside. My mental health has gotten so much better since I've been going outside. I've been exploring. I like doing this. I have never found something besides playing music that I like doing, that I can't wait to do. I have a drive for it. It literally makes me happy inside. I smile. My mind's always going, what can I do? Where can I go? Well, and it's just as simple as walking a trail or sitting around a campfire. Who doesn't like to sit around a campfire? I do. Or sitting down here listening to the water flow. You know, you can't beat it. And by the way, I know when you listen to these videos, you hear the water sound go in and out like that. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. I'm actually looking into getting a microphone to plug into my camera, which is an iPhone 13 Pro Max, my extra one, but to make the sound quality better. So I do apologize about that. I just want you guys to get out and experience nature and explore, learn, find things. Yesterday I went walking the railroad tracks in the town that I live in, and I found something as small as a couple railroad spikes. I took them home with me. They're might not be much to you, but they're awesome little finds to me. I just love it. Life is what you make it, my friends. If you complain about toxic people in your life, why are they in your life? Remove them. Family or not. Family does not have to be in your life if they are making you miserable. Friends, an ex. You know, like, I know I talk about it a lot, but I am over it. It's just, it really confuses me. It boggles my mind how, pardon my French, shitty some people can actually be. When I say, y'all be good to each other, I freaking mean that. I mean that. Be good to each other. There's enough bad people in this world. You don't need to be another. You don't know what kind of day somebody else is having. I know you can say it time and time again, but just swipe on, man. Just swipe on. It takes more time to leave that hateful, nasty comment than to just swipe on and move along with your day. Why stress yourself out? Are you aware how much stress is unhealthy to your body? I'm not even kidding. Look it up. It does a lot of things. Another thing I want to say is, don't ever be afraid to be yourself. Be who you are. If you're gay, be gay. Don't push it on others that don't want it. If you're weird, be weird. If you like astrology and space and the stars, go crazy with it. You like to be outside, go crazy with it. If you're a coffee addict, go crazy with it. If you're a sports fanatic, wear your team's colors loud and proud. Get into that football game or baseball game or basketball, hockey, whatever sport you're into. Be you, because you're the only you there is. That's what makes you original. Granted, what I'm doing right now, outside, nature, trails, camping, there is 1,000,001 of these YouTube videos. But you know what there is not one of? another of, extra of. Me. I'm what makes this channel original. The way I talk, my mannerisms, the things I do, what I say, the things I'm into. That makes me original. You be original. I want to see the original you. Drop down in the comments. Tell me, what makes you original? What do you like to do? I want to hear. I want to read. I want my comment section to start flowing with comments. I'm a nobody. But you know what? I like being out here. I like doing this. I get maybe 60 views on a video. Does it hurt my feelings? No, it doesn't, because those 60 people are watching. Y'all mean something to me. And this rock is really uncomfortable on my bum. If you want to do something like this, you don't have to buy expensive gear. Dudes, this Coleman butane stove, well, the stovetop part, the twist-on part, cost me like $11, $11 or $12. The butane stove itself, I had to make sure that wasn't hot. The butane stove itself is like $3 to $5. Dudes, my backpack, this day pack that I have, it cost me $26. My battery chargers, I don't know, $6 to $12. But the next portion of this video is pretty cool. I want to show you guys. I got something to show you guys. All right, guys, it's getting kind of dark out here. I'm going to be here during the deer or bear running back and forth. But the last thing I got for you today is I subscribed to some monthly subscription boxes. I went through probably 3 or 4 subscription boxes, looking at prices, what they offered. Battle Box is a popular one, and Bespoke Post was another popular one. And then I come across Nomadic. Nomadic seemed to be in my price range, and everything they had was just kind of cool. But let me show you what's inside here. All right, so this is the welcome package. And first up, I thought this was pretty cool because they got me. I need to go back out. I promised you guys I would go back out, but they give you this starter hammock. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of dark, but it even says starter hammock. It's take anywhere, strong, great first hammock. Well, sadly it's not my first hammock, but we'll be putting this to the test. Secondly, inside they have Sweet Fire, which are basically matches with a wider end on them here. Like I said, it's getting dark, you really can't see, but it's matches with a wider end, and they burn for long periods of time. Oh, they're also good for the planet. So you get some fire starters. If your undercoat or jacket happens to get ripped, there is some patches in here. That's pretty cool, I thought. And they also give you a little guide that tells you about everything that's in the box. Kind of like, I don't want to say directions, but kind of like a itinerary. And they give you this Hydrolyte. This is a fruity flavored to put in your water to reestablish electrolytes and all that. So this is the initial welcome box that you get through Nomadic. So now we will move on to the first month's actual box, if this wants to fit back in the box like it should. Kind of, sort of, maybe. All right, it fit. Hey, we have light. I completely forgot about that. This is, again, pneumatic. This is the first month's box. This one is actually significantly smaller than the other one. But what's inside this box is you get cord ties. They are rubber ties. They're wire inside, but they're great for, I don't know, maybe paracord, or maybe you want to wrap up some guy lines that you have. This was something that I thought was really, really cool. This is a solar lantern. So that'll come in handy, especially when we're out there camping. Again, there's another like itinerary thing. Then the other thing I thought was really cool, now I've got 3 of these bad boys. Another battery pack to charge my devices out there, particularly my cell phones or maybe a camera. And then they obviously give you a sticker, which will probably end up going on my laptop or something like that. But that's all that's in oh, excuse me. And one last thing here, one last thing. They also give you another thing of Hydralyte. This is a different flavor. This is kind of blinded by the camera light there. Lemon lime. The other one was like a strawberry banana. I think it was anyway. But this is by Nomadic again, guys. $35 a month. This is the Camp Light or Camp Right or something like that package. You can get different packages, and they can actually, you get better stuff. Obviously, if you pay more, you get better stuff. I'm gonna make sure I clean up all my stuff here. Then we are gonna hightail it back to the car because we drank all of our coffee. I showed you what goodies I got. Rinse my cup out here. Again, folks, I personally would not recommend drinking out of creek water unless you boil the water first to kill all that bacteria. I don't need you going online saying, boy, that experienced guy don't know his SHIT, which I'm still learning. Again, I will say I am no professional, but I do know a thing or two about a thing or two. So always, always, always boil your water first. What is going on with this zipper? Oh, that's what it is. My knife's in the way. It gets dark here in Pennsylvania pretty early as winter goes on, but it's not a long hike back to the car. I can actually still kind of see it. Trying to follow these deer paths that are here. These are not the right shoes to be wearing out here for this. The dike goes way down that way to just behind the high school. Maybe someday we'll walk that. And there she be. Walking up that hill was a little bit much, but thank you guys for joining me on this little, I don't even want to call it adventure, this little talk, I guess. We are in Mansfield, Pennsylvania. I believe that was part of the Tioga River. Not very big. I know it's more like a creek, but it actually is the river. It goes down farther, and sometime we will go down that way. It's just getting a little dark, and I gotta find something to do. It is Friday night. I think I may just kind of go back home and sit on my bum and enjoy my time off. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Y'all stay safe, stay healthy, and y'all be good to each other.